you have a most important responsibility to recognize that your education is just beginning, to play the role that the country hopes and needs and expects from you.
I remember soloing my T6, and I had just turned 23, and I thought, wow, that's Air Force is crazy. Like, that's you should not give a 23-year-old that responsibility. But this is the only place on the planet where they give a 23-year-old a $6 million airplane, and they're like, hey, we trust you to go out and do this safely and smartly and come back to the Earth.
There's going to be days when you crush pattern work and when you don't do well at pattern work, and you need to give yourself the grace to understand that you're not going to be perfect all the time, and then that's all part of the learning process and how we get better and how we grow into the pilots and the officers and the leaders that we're ultimately going to become.
But the life of service is a constant test of your will to place the needs of your country above all else.
My biggest inspiration comes from my time at Laughlin. Your graduation day will come before you know it. Your name will be called to walk across that stage. Your achievements will be highlighted. You may even win an award or two. It was the day after my graduation that resonates with me. I was sitting in the lobby of the base hotel waiting for my parents when a woman I didn't recognize approached me. She told me she had been in the audience the day before and explained to me how much times have changed and how proud she was. She said that when she graduated, she had 3 options for a career. She could become a teacher, a nurse, or work in an office. As she sat in that audience with her granddaughter, she pointed to the stage and told her she could achieve anything she wanted.
When you watch your contemporaries indulging the urge for material gain and comfort and personal advancement, your choice will seem hard.
A wise man once told me people want to be led, so take that initiative, look out for your other classmates.
They call it the long blue line, but there's not that many of us, and you'll soon find out you know a good portion of them personally. What that means is your influence on our Air Force is much larger than you think. Who you are matters. How you approach this next year and a half, it matters.
I know that I'm representing something so much bigger than myself, and I love that I get the platform to serve others and my country doing something I'm so passionate about.
Never forget, however, that the battle for freedom takes many forms. Those who, through vigilance and firmness and devotion, are the great servants of this country. But you must be more than the servants of national policy. You must understand not only this country, but other countries. That you also be a scientist and an engineer and a physicist. You must know something about strategy and tactics and logistics, but also economics, and politics, and diplomacy, and history.
I'm Lieutenant Colonel Brandon Wessling, graduate, Laughlin Class 0812, Air Force Weapons Officer, and military aide to the President of the United States. If I could recommend anything to someone starting pilot training today, it would be to set goals and not strive for individual recognition.
And your performance will provide many people the only evidence they will ever see as to whether America is truly dedicated to the cause of justice and freedom.
And know that in the coming future, you guys are going to be called upon to project violence and deliver hope throughout the globe on behalf of our interests. So this is where you start. Make your time count.
You're going to have the best job in the world, and trust me, it's worth it.
In the years to come, some will go to the far reaches of space, and some will go to the bottom of the ocean. What you have chosen to do for your country, by devoting your life to the service of our country, is the greatest contribution that any man could make.
Hi, I'm Brigadier General Jimmy Campbell. I go by Vegas. Ever since I was a little kid, all I wanted to do was fly airplanes. Fast forward 27 years later, here I am. There's one piece of advice I'd give to anyone at pilot training, is just to enjoy it each and every day. Savor it. It is so much fun. Are there going to be frustrating days? For sure. But there's so much learning involved, and once you get these on your chest, it's all going to be worth it.
In serving the American people, you represent the American people and the best of the ideals of this free society. This nation salutes you, and thank you.